Hello everyone. Welcome to the 2023 NATO Youth Summit, Next Gen Freedom and Security. It is fantastic to see you all here, and after all, today is for and about all of you, here in the audience and also online. I'm Allmann, I'm your host for today, and I'm here representing William & Mary, a public research university in Virginia in the United States, which is so proud to co-host this summit with NATO. This is the third annual edition of the NATO Youth Summit, a wonderful celebration and example of how NATO prioritizes youth voices. This event is now also an automatic part of the Secretary General's annual calendar, and we will be hearing from him later today in the program. This year's summit is a truly transatlantic one. We have two stages. The first sessions will be here in Brussels, and the second part of the day will continue in Washington, D.C., which will start after we end here. You'll see something for everyone in the Alliance, from Ankara to Vancouver. And we have thousands of people joining us from online. The full event will cover so many time zones. Today I'm here in Brussels, Belgium, at NATO headquarters, and we have a select group of more than 150 young people in the audience here with me. There are, of course, also thousands of you joining online throughout the day. Welcome to you all. We have interactive events and opportunities throughout the day, both in person and online. So get ready to get involved. You'll be invited to ask questions, participate in polls, and play games. In order to fully enjoy the interactive parts of the event today, now is your time to get out your phones and download the app. If you go to the email confirming your online registration for this event, there should be a link to download the app, WebEx Events. It's linked in the email. That will allow you to vote and to contribute to the interactive activities throughout the day. You can also follow up on the discussion and share everything that's happening throughout the day on social media using the hashtag NATO Youth Summit. Now, before I introduce the first speaker, I'd like to run a quick poll, so make sure you download that app really quickly if you haven't done so yet. We're going to try to do this poll using the app. The question we'd like to ask all of you here in the room and also online joining us today is, what is the most pressing challenge to global security today? Think about your own experiences, your hopes and your fears. Take a moment now and participate in that poll, and let's see what is coming in. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you download that app. This is how you'll be able to participate in other activities throughout the day. Oh, things are changing quickly on here. Get those votes in. Is it going to be China's rise? Disinformation? Climate change? What's creeping up there now? Make sure you get those votes in. And remember that if you don't have the app or you can't figure out how to get to the poll, just go to your email, click the link in the email, and you'll be able to download the WebEx app. There's a poll function right there in the app, so just click on that, and that's how you participate. Wow. A lot of you are tuning in, which is great. It means you've downloaded the app. Awesome. So it looks like it's a neck and neck here, but military actions by Russia is taking the lead, and that is a topic that we will definitely be talking about today. It's something at the forefront of NATO's agenda. Weaponization of emerging and disruptive technologies, though, also a close second. And that is something that will also come up. Now remember that if you are looking at these topics and thinking, actually, I have a question about one of those things today, make sure that you also, if you're online, download the app and go to the Q&A later when we ask for questions. And in the audience, you'll have opportunities to ask questions of our speakers. So if one of these issues is a pressing issue for you and you've got a burning question, make sure that you hang on to that for one of the opportunities later in the day. It looks like definitely military actions by Russia is the top result. And then we've got disinformation in third, the erosion of democracy fourth. Thank you all so much for participating in that poll. Now, without further ado, I would like to give the floor to our event co-host, a brilliant champion of the summit, Ambassador Baiba Braja, the Assistant Secretary General for Public Diplomacy at NATO. Please, let's all give a big round of applause and welcome the ambassador to the stage. So sorry about that. Change of plans, everyone. We are actually going to go to a different speaker for now, but she's coming. I've been told she's coming. This is the wonder of live online broadcast and live presentation. You just never know what you're going to get. Hopefully the ambassador is here. But I guarantee our next speaker is also awesome. So if we have to go to that, you're in for a treat there too. Okay, let's go to Martina then, shall we? Okay, we can come back. Yeah, amazing. All right, well, like I say, we have an awesome next guest speaker. So, in this session, you needed to download the app. I warned you last time because you are gonna have an opportunity to ask questions. If you're online, go to the app and go to the Q&A function. And if you're here in person, when we ask for questions, just raise your hand. And once you've been selected by the moderator, in this case, it's going to be me, just go to the microphone to ask your question. The next panel discussion, which we're going to go to now, is called Tackling Bullies of All Sizes. Now, standing up to bullies isn't just a topic that young people need to deal with. It's also something that happens on a bigger scale, as the results from our previous poll kind of demonstrated. Some countries actually intimidate and attack other countries, and we see this today. Bullying on an international scale is a security threat in Europe. NATO, for example, has witnessed Russia's unprovoked and brutal attack on Ukraine and its continuing bullying of its neighbors. In this session, we're very lucky to have Martina Ptakova, a kickboxing champion and a friend of NATO from the Czech Republic, who will be sharing her experience with bullying and how this has shaped her life. Please join me in giving a big round of applause for our next speaker, Martina.